we got the Bulls against
Milwaukee, division rival. The Greek Freak, who has a game similar to Ben Simmons, but a totally different mentality.
Yeah. So this one I feel like it goes 7.
Okay.
And let me explain. I know the 3-pointers are supposed to be a factor.
Right.
But I feel like honestly it might go 6. But and I'm leaning towards the Bulls because I feel like the wall is perfect with Scotty, MJ, Horace. They could build that wall.
Yeah, I want to get the numbers.
And my whole thing is the 3-point shots are cute and all, but I don't think they'll beat the if you're nullifying Giannis and he's now giving you 20 points a game on 60% shooting like he did against the Heat.
Yeah.
And you have to have Chris Middleton and all these other guys at this time because Chris Middleton this year is completely different than that Chris Middleton. I don't think the Milwaukee Bucks can beat the Bulls in a 7-game series doing that without Giannis being, Giannis Antetokounmpo. And I think they would definitely build the wall because even though this is obviously the Bulls have never done that before, or at least wasn't noted, but every team who's faced Milwaukee up to this point already knows that the wall theory. So
that's no. I'm not trying to say that they wouldn't try and do that. They definitely would, 100%. And they're in the position where, like you said, most of the time that personnel would probably fuck them over. But for this case, where they have a guy and the job is just protect the rim, they might be one of the better teams in the NBA in terms of roster construction and get that done.
Yeah.
Definitely agree with that. Their pace, they were the number 1 team for pace in the regular season. It drops. I'm trying to get that. I need their first number. They're 105 for pace. It drops to 100 during the playoffs, as expected. They're still making those 13 threes a game. I was noticing that. So.
Yeah, but Eric Bledsoe though is still on that team.
Yeah.
Who's the better team in your opinion? What team do you think is going to be dominating the pace?
I think it's going to be the Bulls in this situation.
Yeah.
However, I think the Bucks are the more talented basketball team, by a good amount.
Yeah.
I think the Bucks just have a lot more good basketball players on their team.
Yeah.
And outside of a mentality situation, it's hard for me to say that the numbers wouldn't make it close, like a 7-game series, like you were saying.
But if you're saying that the Bulls are going to be controlling the pace, now do they still make the 13 threes?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Then now if you're lowering the pace, that also means lowering possessions for Giannis.
Yeah.
He averaged what, 20 points a game against that Heat team?
Yeah.
On that pace. If you lowering the pace, you still expecting Giannis to put up the 20? I don't think so. I just feel like, and I think this Bulls team is better than that Heat team defensively.
Look at that. Pace for Miami versus Milwaukee, 96.
Yeah.
96. Exactly. Now we're right at the Bulls' average pace.
If for the regular season, the Bulls are going to try to go even slower. They're going to try to go towards the 88.
But even getting them to 96, I think that swings the pendulum huge in the Bulls' favor.
Yeah.
Because when you do that, you're taking the possessions away from Giannis, but you're also taking transition possessions away from Giannis.
Yeah. Oh, he was averaging 22. Okay, 22 and
22 on 51% shooting, 11 rebounds. Middleton is not going to be able to get his 25 a game because he's going to get tossed between Jordan and Pippen.
I remember he was chucking because he had to be the only offense because Giannis literally couldn't get past that wall.
42% shooting for Chris Middleton.
Yeah, I could see him doing the same, probably on 38% shooting, trying to score on Jordan or some shit. But so,
and the most important thing and the biggest reason why I had to answer your questions the way I answered them, Jimmy Butler scored 23.5 points on 53% shooting.
Yeah.
40 spot for Jordan. If Jimmy Butler's doing that.
Yeah, they couldn't even fuck with Jimmy at the time.
And you're going to tell me Michael Jordan's going to average over 50, like if he averaged 53%, he could get 40. Yeah. There's no, Giannis is the help rim protector. He's not like Embiid where he's going to be, like he's obviously good at protecting the rim and that's why he was able to win Defensive Player of the Year. But it's all about help defense from Giannis. He's one of the best help defenders of all time, honestly, in the way he can move up and down the court and fly all over the place. But Jordan's getting guarded by Eric Bledsoe. That's food.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I feel like a 6-game series is probably not even because as I keep talking about it, like the 7 just doesn't even make sense. Because if Giannis isn't wilding, like I don't think they can do that with just Chris Middleton and Eric Bledsoe. Like they're not going to be able to keep the pace up with like especially at a slower pace. It's like because I think the Bulls are going to go even slower than that. So
yeah. What do you think, Lynn?
I would give them, I guess, 6. But so like their pace slowed down here, and the Bucks only made 54 threes in 5 games, so that's just under 11 in a game, right?
So yeah, it is dropping. It does drop.
Yeah. So 6 would be the most I would give them, yeah.
I think Drew Holiday would make a huge difference in this matchup.
Yeah, it makes it, yeah.
And that's why
someone then you're gonna have either Drew or Middleton going against like a BJ Armstrong or like you have more like leverage there at least.
Yeah, but even at least if it's Paxson or BJ, because they're both still on the team, I'd pick and choose who's starting. At this point, it's Paxson in 91. Yeah. They at least can stretch the floor. They were shooting in 91. They're not going to be shooting all the time, but at least they're there. You know what I mean? Yeah. And they're not like absolute black holes where you hand them the ball and they can't do anything from a shooting standpoint.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I originally said 7, but I think Bulls in 6 does make sense when we break. That's why I like doing it like this. Because we come up with fucking something, and then by the end of the conversation, it's totally fucking different.
Yeah.